Judicial review is a fundamental principle in democratic societies. It ensures that laws passed by the government are in line with the Constitution. The Constitution is the supreme law of the land, and no law can violate it. Courts act as guardians of the Constitution. They have the power to review laws and government actions. If a law or action is found to be unconstitutional, the court can strike it down. The purpose of judicial review is to prevent the misuse of power. It ensures that the government acts within the bounds of the Constitution. This is essential for protecting individual rights and freedoms. Without judicial review, the government could act arbitrarily and infringe upon the rights of citizens. The courts play a crucial role in upholding the rule of law. In the United States, the power of judicial review is not explicitly mentioned in the Constitution. However, it was established in the landmark case of Marbury v. Madison in 1803. In this case, the Supreme Court asserted its authority to review laws passed by Congress. This decision established the principle of judicial review and has been a cornerstone of American democracy ever since. Judicial review is a vital safeguard against tyranny. It ensures that the government remains accountable to the people and that their rights are protected. One of the most significant examples of judicial review protecting individual rights is the landmark case of Brown v. Board of Education in 1954. This case challenged the constitutionality of racial segregation in public schools. The Supreme Court ruled that separate educational facilities for black and white students were inherently unequal and violated the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment. This decision was a pivotal moment in the civil rights movement. It demonstrated the power of judicial review to strike down discriminatory laws and promote equality. It also highlighted the role of the courts in protecting the rights of marginalized groups. Another significant case is the Kesavananda Bharati Case in India, decided in 1973. This case involved a dispute over land reforms and the government's power to amend the constitution. The Indian Supreme Court ruled that while the government had the power to amend the Constitution, it could not amend the basic structure of the Constitution, which included fundamental rights. This decision established a crucial limit on the power of the government and reaffirmed the importance of judicial review in protecting fundamental rights. It demonstrated that even in parliamentary democracies, courts have a duty to uphold the Constitution and protect individual liberties. Judicial review is a cornerstone of any democratic society. It ensures a balance of power between the different branches of government. Each branch, the legislative, executive, and judicial, has its role. The courts, however, are the ultimate interpreters of the Constitution. One key aspect of this balance is preventing abuse of power. There are times when the executive branch might issue orders that overstep its authority. Courts can step in and nullify such orders. This ensures that no single branch becomes too powerful. Think of it like a game with rules. The Constitution is the rule book. The courts make sure everyone plays by the rules. This keeps the game fair and prevents anyone from cheating. Section 4. How courts interpret the Constitution. Interpreting the Constitution is no easy task. It's a document written centuries ago and times change. Courts have to apply those old principles to modern issues. Take the Roe v. Wade case in 1973. This landmark ruling dealt with a woman's right to an abortion. The Constitution doesn't mention abortion directly. The court interpreted the right to privacy, found in the 14th Amendment, to encompass a woman's right to choose. To challenge a law, citizens can file what's called a constitutional challenge. Sometimes courts can act on their own through moto actions. This means they take up a case even without anyone filing a lawsuit. If a law is found unconstitutional, the court can nullify it. This means the law is no longer valid. This power is a crucial check on the legislative branch. Section 5. The limits of judicial review. While powerful, judicial review isn't unlimited. Judges aren't meant to make laws. That's the legislature's job. A concept called judicial restraint guides judges. They're supposed to apply existing law, not create new policies. Also, court decisions are usually specific to the case at hand. They don't solve every problem related to an issue. In conclusion, judicial review is the bedrock of a fair and just society. It guarantees that our fundamental rights are safeguarded and that the government acts within the boundaries of the Constitution. It ensures that the scales of justice remain balanced and that the voices of all citizens are heard.